Hey, here's another just dumb little wiring tip for you guys. This is my front camera, which I'm going to be putting on at some point. My reverse camera is already installed and siliconed. To keep these things absolutely waterproof, even though this does say waterproof right there. And it did have pretty good reviews and said it was pretty waterproof, but there were a few one-star reviews that said, it wasn't very waterproof. So, that's what we're going to be doing is waterproofing it a little bit more. So this is what I use. You can get the big ones in the caulk gun, but I like these because they're small and you can use your hands. There was a clear one and there was a white one, and my dumbass grabbed the white one. I thought I was grabbing the clear. If you can get black, I find black is the best. I mean, it all obviously depends on what you're putting it on, but in this case, it's black. And then this is white, but this is the 3-hour rain ready. That's the one you want. You want the one that's sun and freeze proof. This is not going to crack or crumble, and this is a GE brand, and this is the one I've always used. The last one I used was clear, and this stuff is amazing. Better than anything I've ever used. It really is. So, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and fill up this seam. Well, actually, it's the second thing I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put some where the screw holes are. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill those up and flatten it out, and I might put a piece of tape over that, and then show you what I'm going to do next. Now, although it looks like I put 4 little dots, I'm actually going to go ahead and I pumped this up. It's overflowing from the bottom being filled. It's not hollow underneath. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape over the top half right here. Here I'm going to have a little bit more of a difficult time because the cord, I'll probably put it on over this side and then maybe figure something out with that side. So as you can see, I got the piece of tape on the back side of it. Now I'm going to lay a bead of silicone over this part. I believe this is the bottom of the camera. Put a bead of silicone over this little crack right here. You can see it's already starting to spread into the cracks. And I'm going to go ahead and fold this piece of tape over and then put another piece of tape in the center. So if you got the black or the clear, it'd look a lot nicer. This looks pretty shitty, but once I fold this tape over, it should look pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this tape over. I think I'm going to need 2 hands for this. So, maybe not. Now with the tape, it sticks pretty well to the silicone. Doesn't even need to be, the adhesive from the tape per se. And now I'm going to go ahead and put another piece over that. Alright, so now the back looks kind of ugly, but obviously the back doesn't matter. The top and the front looks decent. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape over it once it's completely dry, just because I want it to look alright, even though it's going to be, that's not only the bottom of it, but this is also going to be probably hidden because it's the front camera. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the top, and I'm going to tape up these sides. Now this is the top of the camera, so I made it look a little bit prettier, not much. I'll tape it once it's done, like I said. So this is my, you want to leave this sticker on, the screen, because I've almost put it in the silicone that I've gotten on my sheet that I'm working on here a few times. Also, I went ahead and taped up the back screws. So this is waterproof as a, frog's asshole, so this should work. So we're just going to let it dry, because 3 hours it's ready to be just drenched. Another thing you can do if you want, I might do, is put a little bit of silicone around this piece, around the ends, and tape them. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, just to be sure. Like I said, I want this thing as watertight as a frog's asshole, so I want this thing to be able to withstand some rain and some snow. So that's why I get this one. They actually have ones that they don't say sun and freeze proof. I don't know if the sun or the ice will fuck with it, but I would believe that ice fucks everything up. So I would assume that if water gets in there, freezes and expands, it can crack it pretty easily. But this is the stuff I've been using forever. I really wish I would have grabbed the clear. I actually have never seen this in black, because it's for bathrooms and stuff. So I've only seen it in white and clear. You can get it at Walmart for like $4, I think it is. So that's what I get. And I would always wipe this tip off so you're not messing it up. So now in 3 hours this thing will be waterproof. Once it's completely dry, you can go ahead and peel this off. go ahead and mount it. It's ready to be mounted in 3 hours. Right now I'm actually processing my what's going into my truck video, which is, you know, like this and this, and my other camera's actually already on there right now. I already siliconed it. So you know, this, I just wanted to make this a quick you know, quick how-to video, but I'm sure you guys know how to install backup cameras. These are very simple. Especially these ones you get on eBay. A lot of them don't come with instructions. This one actually came with the nicest instructions I've ever seen. And I've ordered more of these cheap-ass waterproof cameras than, you know, I can even tell you. But this one's eSky, but it's actually the same company that sent me the other one. I wish I had the box for the other one, but it's in my truck. It had the Lambo on the front, you know. These are both from a company called Solid Trust, and I'm guessing they're on eBay too, because it says miscellaneous eBay item 133. But so yeah, you know, if you don't know how to install these, it's really simple. My movie just finished. So you can go ahead for a reverse camera. Now, if you read the instructions, these are all as easy as day to install. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of a rundown on how to wire it differently, if you'd like. This is your video cable. I believe this is 30 feet. It didn't get me far enough. It got me right up to my dash. I got a truck, though, so I bought an extender. And I'm going to have to get another one that's maybe like 6 feet long. This one's probably perfectly to my front camera. So you got to get good quality video cables. If the quality looks terrible on these cameras, honestly, 9 times out of 10 replace this with a 24 karat gold connector. Tape the shit out of it, and it'll look great. All the connectors in my truck, except video connectors, to be honest with you, I've upgraded to 24 karat gold connectors, and don't get any of the copper clad aluminum. Get the 100% oxygen free copper. That'll really help you out. But so anyways, this right here will plug into here like so, and I don't know why they make these red. It's kind of stupid because it would confuse people with an audio cable. It should make it gray or something. But this plugs in. It just makes the connection, so you can't really break it. And then you get the positive and the negative. Now you wire this basically directly to the positives and negatives of your reverse light. Or you can run this to a positive, or to your reverse light positive, and then run this to your ground. Just ground it to a part of the chassis. You don't have to actually put it on the negative of the reverse light. You can just ground this. And that'll work perfectly for a reverse camera. Now, this one in the green box is my, is going to be my actual front camera. So I might remove it off this bracket, which is easily able to be done with the screws that I did not silicone the shit out of. And then what I'm going to do for a front camera is I want this thing always on. It'll always be recording 24/7. Well, actually, I should rephrase it. I'm going to wire it to an ignition power. You can wire it to a constant power, but I'm going to wire it to an ignition power. So it'll always be recording. And I'll have my positive and my negative. And in order to do that, I have to run this to my ignition wire and this to my ground. And then that'll be always on. And if I go on my head unit and I hit AV, it'll take me to my front camera. And I can see what's directly in front of me. With a truck, you oftentimes have that complex where you're, especially on the newer Chevy trucks, like the 14s, where, you know, you're driving up here. Oh, wow, it's horrendous. You're driving up here. This is even worse, but you know, you're driving up here, and you have perfect sight of everything here. This is about what you can see, you know. And with the camera right here, you know, if you're pulling up to, like, say, a pole in a parking lot or whatever, you can actually see how close you are right over here. Also, another little tip with these cheap waterproof cameras, you know, a lot of them aren't waterproof. That's why I went through these steps here to waterproof them. But another problem with a lot of these cameras is they'll all say they're 170 degrees on eBay or on Amazon because that's what they want. You know, that's the big. Nowadays they're all 170 degrees. It's like a fisheye. You can see all around. But you know, when you buy a camera for $6, and you know, you obviously expect it not to be exactly as advertised. Don't expect this to be a 1080p HD camera. But I'll tell you what, I've had numerous of these cheap ass cameras and they work great. Just make sure you waterproof them. But as you can see right here on the box, it says right there 135 degrees. So it's not 170 degrees, but you know, I don't need that anyways. So like especially with the front camera, like I said, this is more or less just to give you this little extra sight, you know, line of sight rather than up here. So thanks for watching. Like I said, you know, go ahead and check out my what's going into my truck video, my install video, which I'll be uploading soon. Learn more about these things, but you know, you could buy a $300, $400 head unit and throw on a $7 camera and have it work just like the $80 camera that Pioneer sells. I'm telling you, you can. You just have to take an extra 10 minutes and watch this video and then silicone it, you know, silicone it and tape it. And you know, a lot of these people nowadays are really bad drivers, and I consider myself a good driver, and I would think it'd be a big help to have a front camera, so I'm not pulling into people's cars in parking lots or whatever. Not that I ever have actually, but so I would recommend people installing these front cameras. So that's why I'm trying to give you guys a little tip video on. You can do it for $6, really can. You can buy a monitor for as cheap as you want on there too. Believe it or not, a lot of these items that come from Hong Kong aren't bad. They just lie about certain little things like the degrees, you know, and stuff like that. So, but you can modify these products and make them some awesome products. I've actually seen a lot of cheap $15 monitors modded into sweet stuff. A lot of the car audio shops, if you want headrest monitors installed in your truck at a budget, they can do it for $60. The monitors are $30 a piece, and then they just install it and cost you about $100 to get, you know, video ran to them and everything. So, you know, be wary about these Hong Kong buyer or sellers, but go ahead and bite for $6, $7. Can't really beat it. Like I said, you got $6 camera, $2 thing of silicone. You can probably steal this from your dad, if not $3 at Walmart. I just bought it all this shit today. This was less than $10 for sure with these two. So for way less than $20 and 10 minutes of time, you can have an $80 quality camera. So this one's night vision too. So this is the third camera I've bought with night vision, and before that I've probably had 5 or 6 of just the regular ones. So I'll let you know this night vision one works too. I haven't had it the video ran yet. Like I said, I ran out of length. So thanks for watching, guys, and take these tips and use them. Sit this over here to dry and leave it overnight. It'll be good for tomorrow for my install. So please comment, rate, subscribe, and be sure to watch my install and what's going into my truck videos. Thanks again.